Hello student, welcome to TMC Virtual Classroom. Now in the previous lecture, we have started with Science 2, Standard 10. In the Science 2, we have started with Animal Classification, Chapter 6, Animal Classification. In the Animal Classification, we have studied the differentiation. So we have studied the classification of the whole living organism. We have studied the classification of whole living organism. Now the whole living organism are classified into two groups, that is prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Now in prokaryotes we have one kingdom, that is kingdom Monera. In eukaryotes we have further divided into two groups, that is the unicellular organisms and multicellular organism. In unicellular organism we have one kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. Now the multicellular organism further divided into the two groups, that is the with cell wall and without cell wall. In the with cell wall we have two kingdoms, one is autotrophs, second one is heterotrophs. In autotrophs we have kingdom Plantae and in heterotrophs we have kingdom Fungi. And in without cell wall we have kingdom Animalia. Now our topic is animal classification. Here in the kingdom Animalia we have classified the animals in two groups, that is non-chordates and chordates. And I have already discussed about the non-chordates and chordates, the differentiation between the non-chordates and chordates. Now in today's class we are going to do the classification of non-king. We are going to study the kingdom Animalia, where the two class sub-kingdoms are, first one is the non-chordate, second one is going to be chordates. Under the non-chordates, we are having 10 phylums. Under the topic non-chordates, we are having 10 subtopics. That is 10 phylums. That is phylum Porifera, Cnidaria, or this is also called as Coelenterata, Platyhelminthes, Acelminthes, Annelida, Orthopoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and the last one is Chordata. Now this Chordata is further divided into the three phylums, subphylums, that is Urochordata, Cephalochordata and Vertebrata. And Vertebrata is further divided into the six classes, and that is Cyclostomata, Pisces, Amphibia, Reptilia, Apes and Mammalia. So we have already discussed the classification. Now in today's class, what we are going to do? We are going to discuss these four phylums. Phylum Porifera, Cnidaria, Platyhelminthes and Acelminthes. These four phylums we are going to discuss in today's class. Okay, so let us start with one by one. Now here in the Porifera, first phylum is Porifera. So let us start the characteristic of Porifera. Now the first phylum is Porifera. Now the first phylum is Porifera. Here in the Porifera, now see the word Porifera. Pori means pores. These are the animals with a simple body. They are having very simple body and are called as sponges. Means that they are something like sponge. They bear numerous pores on their body, and those pores are called as ostia. Now here I'll try to draw one diagram for this. Diagram is already given in the textbook. So on their body they are having pores. Okay, now these pores are called as ostia. These pores are called as ostia. And here we are having opening, a huge opening is called as ossicula. This is called as ossicula. Singular is ossicula and plural is ossiculum. Okay, now here this is at the top. This is somewhat you can say the mouth of this organism. Now here these animals are aquatic animals. Most of them are marine, and few of them are live in the fresh water. मतलब they live in aquatic, मतलब they पानी के अंदर ये रहते हैं. साथ ही साथ कि ये मराइन मीन्स का सी वाटर के अंदर रहते हैं. मोस्टली कुछ एनिमल ऐसे होते हैं जो फ्रेश वाटर में भी रहते हैं. Okay, now the third point is animal have asymmetrical body. Now here the word asymmetrical body means they don't have any shape. इनका कोई shape नहीं है. Okay, now the next point is these animals have special types of cell. मतलब इनके body में कुछ special types of cell होते हैं, and that special of cell is called as collar cell. These animals are always attached to substratum. मतलब ये क्या होते हैं? जितने भी ये एनिमल होते हैं, दे आर ऑलवेज अटैच टू सम बेस, मतलब कोई सॉलिड सरफेस होगा जहां से ये अटैच होते हैं. इट मींस दे डू नॉट शो एनी लोकोमोशन. मतलब अगर ये किसी चीज से अटैच है, तो अभी यहाँ पे कोई चीज अगर मैं यहाँ पे अटैच कर दूं, सो इससे अटैच होगा, ये कहीं पे भी मूव नहीं करेगा. दे डोंट हैव एनी लोकोमोशन. Their spongy body is supported by spicules or spongy fiber. इनका बॉडी जो होता है ना, स्पिक्यूल्स या स्पॉन्जी फाइबर से बना होता है. स्पिक्यूल्स आर मेड अप ऑफ विद कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट और सिलिका. तो कैल्शियम कार्बोनेट और सिलिका दो चीजों से ये स्पिक्यूल्स बना होता है. सिलिका मीन्स व्हाट? सैंड. ओके, नाउ हियर दिस एनिमल्स फीड अपॉन स्मॉल ऑर्गेनिज्म टेकन इन देयर बॉडी along with the water. अभी क्या होता है, ये एनिमल्स, नाउ सी here we have ostia means a small opening, small pores. What happened, अभी जब इनको कोई पार्टिकल यहाँ पे आया या फिर कोई ऑर्गेनिज्म, कोई लिविंग थिंग्स इनके पास में है, so what happened, ये इनको अंदर की तरफ खींचते हैं. through these pores they will move inside and finally through water they will come outside. मतलब वाटर जब बाहर निकलेगा, ये अंदर चलेगी, वाटर यहाँ से क्या होगा, बाहर निकल जाएगा. So through pores, through ostia, the organism will go inside and finally जो ऑसिक्यूलम दिया गया है या फिर ऑसिक्यूला ऊपर माउथ दिया गया, तो वहां से ये क्या होगा, पानी जो होगा बाहर निकल जाएगा. Water is taken through the ostia and given out through ossicula. These animals reproduce by budding and asexual method and by sexual method. Besides, they have good ability to regeneration. Now see here reproduction. अगर इसके बॉडी का कोई पार्ट यहाँ से अलग हो जाए, तो वापस से वो क्या होगा, नया एनिमल में डेवलप हो जाएगा. और they also reproduce by asexual method and as well as by sexual method. दोनों मेथड से इनके अंदर रिप्रोडक्शन होता है. इनके पास एक और अच्छी क्वालिटी है कि they regenerate. So they have the good ability of regeneration. Examples, इसमें दो अभी तीन चार एग्जाम्पल दिए गए, लेकिन in exam you are supposed to write down two example. The first one is a cycon and the second one is a bath sponge, that is also called a euspongium. नहाने के लिए जो हम लोग स्पंज, आप तो आज तो क्या आर्टिफिशियल आते हैं बहुत सारे, लेकिन यहाँ पे एशियन टाइम में बाथ स्पंज जो हम लोग यूज करते थे, उसको हम लोग साइंटिफिकली यूस्पोंजिया करके भी बोला जाता है. Now here we have completed the phylum Porifera. So in this phylum we are having 3 or 4 examples, but you are supposed to write down any 2 examples in board exam. Let us start with the next phylum. There is the phylum Coelenterata, and this is also called as Cnidaria. So let me write down here second phylum. Cnidaria or Coelenterata. Okay, now let us talk about this one. Now, if we'll talk about this animal, here the body of this animal is cylindrical in shape. The body of this animal is cylindrical in shape. If it is cylindrical in shape, it is called as polyp. If the body of this animal is cylindrical, then it is called as polyp. And if the body of this animal is something like umbrellas or umbrella shape, then it is called as, if it is umbrella shape, then it is called as medusa. Medusa. Now this Medusa word comes from the Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, तो Medusa का मतलब एक ऐसी लेडी जिसके बाल जो थे ना, वो बाल के जगह पे वहां पे स्नेक थे. तो स्नेक होने की वजह से दैत्य मतलब यू कैन से राक्षसी. हाँ, तो जिसके उसका नाम था मेड्यूसा. तो मेड्यूसा ये वर्ड जो था ना, तो ग्रीक मैथोलॉजी से यूज किया गया है. एक ऐसी लेडी जिसके सर पे बाल न होने के बजाय वहां पे स्नेक होते थे, तो वहां से ये वर्ड लिया गया मेड्यूसा. मोस्ट ऑफ दिस एनिमल्स आर मराइन. ज्यादातर ये एनिमल कहाँ था? मराइन, समुद्र में पाए जाते हैं, सी वाटर में पाए जाते हैं. ओनली फ्यू आर फ्रेश वाटर. इसमें से कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो फ्रेश वाटर में भी मिलते हैं. Body of these animals is radially symmetrical and diploblastic. Asymmetrical means no body shape. आप कहीं से भी कट करोगे, लाइक अमीबा. अगर मैं अमीबा की बात करूं, अमीबा, now अमीबा को कहीं से भी कट करो, we don't get any proper shape, but that is called asymmetrical. But if I talk about the radial symmetry, radial symmetrical means what? Radial symmetrical means what? Ki if we will cut the body, we will get two equal parts. Now here in our body, if I'll talk about myself, so I have radial symmetry. So radial symmetry, radial symmetry means if I cut the body at any angle, I will get two equal parts. For example, if I talk about circle, if I cut the circle, I'll get two equal parts. If I cut this one like that, I'll get two equal parts. If I cut like this, I will get two equal parts. If I cut like this, I will get two equal parts. This is called as radial symmetry. In radial symmetry, we are getting two equal parts if we will cut at any angle. Now, these animals have tentacles present at the around our mouth. इनके top पे, now see, I'll draw one diagram for this. Okay, this is somewhat like this is the diagram of Hydra. In Hydra, this one is called as tentacle. These are called as tentacle. Now, tentacles are nothing but they help in what? Present at the mouth. Tentacles are useful for capturing the prey, whereas it is a very toxic, and they insert the toxic material inside the body of prey, and they also help in the protection too. मतलब इसका help ये क्या करते हैं? फीडिंग में भी करते हैं, क्या फॉर कैप्चरिंग द प्रे, एंड इसका हेल्प ये लोग क्या करते हैं? खुद के प्रोटेक्शन के लिए भी करते हैं. दिस टेंटिकल्स आर वेरी यूजफुल फॉर द हाइड्रा. Now here we are having 3 or 4 examples. Now here the first example is Hydra itself, and the second one is a sea anemones. That is also called a Adamisa. And one more example is there, the jellyfish. Jellyfish also belongs to the same phylum, that is Coelenterata. Now here we have completed the second phylum, that is Coelenterata. Now we have completed Porifera, then we have completed Coelenterata. Now we are going to start with the third phylum, that is Platyhelminthes. Okay, let me rub this one. Now the third phylum is phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes. Now let us first discuss about the body structure. If I talk about the Platyhelminthes, here we are in the textbook we are having three diagrams. Let me draw the first one. First one is okay. Here I have drawn one diagram. Now see the body structure. Body of this animal is slender, flat like a leaf or trip. Hence, they are called as flatworm. Now here, the body of these animals are always flat. Okay, that's why the name Platyhelminthes is given. So now see, here we are having three examples. Liver fluke. I have drawn the diagram of the liver fluke. Okay, mostly this animal is attached. This liver fluke is attached to the liver of the animal, and finally here the most of these animals are endoparasites. Here the word endo means what? Inside the body. These animals are surviving or living inside the body of other animal. Then they are few are free living and aquatic. इसमें से कुछ एनिमल ऐसे हैं जो फ्री लिविंग है एंड एक्वेटिक मतलब पानी में रहते हैं. बॉडी इज bilaterally symmetrical. Bilaterally symmetrical means what? If I cut this one, bilateral symmetry means what? If I cut from here, we'll get two equal parts. It means they are bilateral. Bi means two. मतलब जब भी हम इसको कट करेंगे ऐसा दो इक्वल पार्ट्स अपने को मिलेगा. This is called as bilateral symmetry. Means in this animal we are having bilateral symmetry. In the first one, that is the porifera, we have asymmetrical curve, that is no shape of the body. Then radial symmetry means what? We will cut the animal at any angle, we will get two equal parts. That is the radial symmetry. And here bilateral symmetry. Bilateral symmetry means what? We will cut it vertically. What happens? We will get two equal parts. Means this type of animal is having bilateral symmetry. These are triploblastic. Here the word triploblastic means what? अगर मैं इसके बॉडी को यहां से कट करूं, इफ आई कट इट फ्रॉम हियर, और ये पार्ट को मैं यहां पे शो करूं, तो इसके बॉडी में यहाँ पे 3 लेयर्स होंगे. इसके बॉडी में 3 लेयर्स होंगे. मैं इसको ऐसा फ्रंट में शो करने को, सेंटर में एक लेयर, another layer, then we have one more layer. Triploblastic means 3 layers. Triploblastic means what? 3 layers. The body is made up with triploblastic, or they are having, the body is made up with 3 germ layers, that is endoderm, ectoderm and mesoderm. Endo means inner layer. This one is endoderm. Endo, inner. Endoderm. This is mesoderm. And this is ectoderm. So here the body, the body is made up with 3 layers. That's why the triploblastic word is came. So the body is made up with 3 layers. That is ectoderm, endoderm, and mesoderm. Now these animals are hermaphrodite. That is male and female reproductive system are present in the same animal body. Now here, in this animal, such kind of animal, they are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means what? Male part and female part both are present on the same body. Okay, now here, if we'll talk about the example, we are having 3 examples here. All are important. So planaria, liver fluke, and tapeworm. Now here, the tapeworm, this is present inside the intestine. हाँ, स्मॉल किड, छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, उनके इंटेस्टाइन में, जब हम बोलते हैं पेट का कीड़ा हो गया, inside the intestine we will get this tapeworm. Okay, now here we have completed the third phylum, that is Platyhelminthes. Now we are going to start with the next one, that is the phylum Achelminthes. And now here we will complete this one, Achelminthes, and I will stop this one, and in the remaining class, in the next lecture, I will try to complete this 6 phylums, that is Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. So let us start with the 4th phylum, that is Achelminthes. The 4th phylum is Achelminthes. Now here in the Achelminthes, first we will talk about the body structure. The body of this animal is long thread like or cylindrical, hence they are called as roundworm. In the first one, इसके पहले का जो हमने किया था Platyhelminthes, इनका बॉडी क्या था, फ्लैट वर्म होता था. हाँ, they are flat worm. That's why the Platyhelminthes name is given. Now here in the 4th one, Achelminthes, the body of this animal is round shape. Or you can say they are long thread like, cylindrical, hence they are called as roundworm. These animals are either free living or एंडोपैरासाइट. मतलब ये एनिमल क्या होता है, फ्री लिविंग भी हो सकते हैं और एंडोपैरासाइट मतलब या बॉडी किसी और एनिमल के बॉडी के अंदर हो सकते हैं. एंडो मींस इनसाइड, एंडोपैरासाइट्स. फ्री लिविंग एनिमल्स आर आइदर एक्वेटिक और टेरेस्ट्रियल. अगर ये फ्री लिविंग है तो टेरेस्ट्रियल भी हो सकते हैं, मतलब लैंड पे भी हो सकते हैं, एंड क्या एक्वेटिक भी हो सकते हैं. एक्वेटिक मतलब पानी के अंदर भी हो सकते हैं. बॉडी ऑफ दिस एनिमल्स इज ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक. मतलब इसका भी बॉडी कैसा होता है, ट्रिप्लोब्लास्टिक होता है. इनके बॉडी में भी क्या होता है, 3 लेयर्स होते हैं. कौन से 3 लेयर्स, क्या पहला क्या था हम लोग का, सबसे ऊपर जो रहेगा एक्टोडर्म, उसके नीचे मेसोडर्म, और सबसे अंदर जो रहेगा दैट इज व्हाट, दैट इज ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm. These are the 3 layers present inside the body of Achelminthes. That's why they are also called as the triploblastic. Body is body of this animal is non-segmented and covered with the tough cuticles. मतलब इनका बॉडी सेगमेंटेड मतलब क्या, अर्थवर्म देखा हम लोग, अर्थवर्म में सेगमेंट्स होते, छोटे छोटे सेगमेंट्स होते हैं, बट इनका बॉडी में सेगमेंट्स नहीं होते. दे आर नॉन सेगमेंटेड एंड कवर्ड विद टफ क्यूटिकल्स. they are covered with what? Tough cuticles. These animals are unisexual. हाँ, यूनिसेक्सुअल मतलब क्या, इनमें क्या मतलब मेल अलग होगा, फीमेल अलग होगा. And example of this is Ascaris, that is intestinal worm, filaria worms, and last one is loa, the eye worm. आँख के अंदर भी जो छोटे छोटे कीड़े होते हैं उसको हम लोग eye worm बोलते हैं. Now we are like that. We have completed the 4 phylums, that is Porifera, Cnidaria, or this is also called as Cylindrata, Platyhelminthes, and Acelminthes. So here I have completed this 4th phylum. In the next class I will try to complete the next 6th phylum. Now here students, we have completed 4 more important phylum. So now here I am going to stop the lecture. We will meet in the next class with the next 6th phylum. Thank you very much.